Hello and welcome. This morning I have come to have a look around the small village of Horton in Dorset. So let's go and take a look. So here in front of us we have the lovely little church of St.Wolfrida. It was a medieval church originally, but in the 1700s it fell into terrible condition and was restyled in the Georgian style that we can see in front of us now. Okay. So here we are. I can hear birds, baby birds nesting. If you can hear that, that's what that is. So we've got two effigies here of a knight and also a lady on the right-hand side, which I'll have a look at in a moment. I believe they're from the 13th century. Giles de Broze was the son of William de Broze, whose family came over to England from Broze near Falaise in Normandy with William the Conqueror. William de Broze was granted, it's hard to read that writing, the feudal titles of Lord of the Manors of Knowlton and Woodland, both of which were in the parish of Horton. This was following his role in the Norman conquest and his marriage to Agnes, who was heiress to the de Morals of Cadbury, Somerset. He lies cross-legged with his feet resting on a lion and his head supported by a square-angled cushion. His right hand grasps the hilt of the sword in the act of drawing it from its scabbard, I know that word, sorry, which is held with his left hand. The effigy is made in Purbeck marble, and it's one of the finest examples of the period in the whole of Dorset. It may have well been sculptured in the latter part of the 13th century, as sculptural monuments were frequently prepared during the lifetime of the persons then represented. And there's his crossed feet there. And then here is the effigy of Beatrice, which was his wife. Her costume consists of a gown with long, close-fitting sleeves over which is worn super tunic with wider sleeves and over all a mantle, the very folds of which are caught up in bunches beneath each elbow. Her feet, hidden by the folds of her gown, rest upon a pair of monkeys. Monkeys, identified as such by their long, curling tails. It's carved in Ham Hill stone. Female effigies of this period are by no means common, but the Horton lady, who may be presumed to be the first wife of Sir Giles de Broze, and who bore him a daughter, Lucy, bears a striking resemblance to the well-known figure of Aveline, Countess of Lancaster, in Westminster Abbey, who died in 1269. All three may well have been the work of the same Tilly. Yeah, there she is. I'm pretty sure these used to be together at one point in here. Doesn't seem to be the case now. There we are. That's the effigies, and this is the cute little medieval church. Ooh. Medieval church. Ooh. Medieval church. Ooh. There we are. That is the church of St.Wolfrida in Horton, Dorset. So here I am in a random field of sheep. Uh-oh. Hiya. I am on a footpath, just to clarify. Sheep for miles. It's okay. Come in peace. That ahead is our destination. That is Horton Tower, which I'm trying to head to. Oh man, I'm sorry. Come in peace. Just trying to find the other side of this footpath, which is, I just feel like I'm in the middle of someone's farm. So I found my way over the next stile. So many crows. And that's where we're heading. There is no access to the folly, so the closest we'll get is to hopefully being able to touch the outside stones. Let's see what happens. So why was it built? Why was Horton Tower built? Well, it's not very exciting, unfortunately. It was purely for the posh people, the gentry that used to live here. I think it was Humphrey Sturt that built it. I will pop it up if that's incorrect, but I believe it's Humphrey Sturt in the 1700s. And he purely built it so that he could watch hunts taking place on this land that we're on now. It's absolutely rich with deers in particular around these parts, so very popular for hunting back in the day. In 1991, after it's been sort of in a state of disrepair for some time, Vodafone bought it. I mean, it's not very exciting, is it? But Vodafone bought it, and it now conceals a mobile phone mast. You actually only realise how huge it is when you're stood right in its shadow. It's massive. Once again, huge. I can hear birds at the very top nesting. Wowzers. Let's have a little look. I expect there's so many people, hundreds, that live in this area that have never actually stopped and had a look. Myself being one until now. Drive past it all the time. It's quite remarkable. Gives me a bit of vertigo when I look up. So high up. So there we are, Horton Tower. It may not be haunted, may not be particularly interesting, there's no folklore here, but I do have good phone signals, so, you know. Right, so I'm going to head down this path here, and hopefully that's going to lead me back down towards the church and ultimately my car. Well, thank you for joining me on this walk this morning in the lovely little village of Horton in Dorset. Bit of an impromptu walk this morning, so a bit shorter than my usual videos, but I hope you enjoyed having a look around Horton with me. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm so grateful for everyone that does, and I'll see you again on the next weird walk.